You know, this was a very disappointing year for the Wisconsin Badgers football program. You know, obviously, I love to support my Wisconsin sports, but you know what? Things could have changed, things could have been better, but I figured, since I didn't really cover them all season, I made a prediction video back at the very beginning of the Badger season, and after that Penn State loss to finish out the season, I was just embarrassed with how our team really played this season. But you know what? It's always good to finish the season out with a win. No matter what bowl game it is, the SRS Distribution, Las Vegas Bowl, the Duke's Mayo, the Holiday, the Pinstripe. If it's a shit bowl, let it be. I mean, at least we win. And, that's a great way to finish the season. And as well as finish the year. And not for anything. I mean, this was a year full of outstanding things to happen for the sports in general. I mean, this was an unbelievable year for Wisconsin sports. Just going to say. But of course, this video is going to be talking about the Badgers' win over Arizona State today. Obviously, we have a lot of things to kind of cover. However, this obviously is a reflection, obviously, on the whole season. So, we got a lot to get to. Let's get to the show.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, about now, about now, about now.
What is popping, y'all? It is your man, Cloudboy Bales, and welcome to another episode of Wisco Sports. Today, we are going to talk about the Badgers' win over the Arizona State University Sun Devils. Obviously, we win. That's a great way to end the year. Despite, struggling this season, losing the opening day game against Penn State, to being embarrassed by Michigan and Notre Dame, and then, of course, losing the Axe to Minnesota. This was just a year. The Wisconsin Badgers were expected to be good, and just nothing good came out of it. And, I want to see them do well. And this defense was one of the best defenses in the country. Like, for example, you got Leo Chanel having these NFL-type plays. I mean, he's going to be in the NFL. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. And then you also got players like John Chanel and good up-front guys like Keanu Benton. Everybody, this defense had an outstanding year. And our offense couldn't do anything. And it was really tough to really watch this team try to really do things, and try to play against teams. I mean, it just sucked. And honestly, I really wanted to see more, but it just sucked to really grasp everything. Now, this was a game that really was won by our defense because our offense played fine in the first half, and then it just fell apart later on. Now, there wasn't really much to say, but there isn't really any stats on the defense, of course, because in college they don't really get those stats. I don't know why. It's kind of nonsense, but it's just going to... But obviously, I'm just going to go over the stats that I have right now, because this is how it is. So with Wisconsin, Graham Mertz, he went 11 out of 15, 137, a touchdown and a pick, and the 4 carries for 13 yards, but, I mean, those were mostly sacks. I don't really count rushing yards for quarterbacks in college because sacks count for rushing yards, which I think is the stupidest thing ever. But anyways, Braylon Allen, I'm pretty sure he's going to win the MVP today. He went 29 carries, 159 yards. How about a year for him? I mean, I can't believe the dude skipped out of his senior year for high school and decided, I'm just going to play college already. He's 17 years old, and literally looks like Derrick Henry. I mean, this dude is going to have a career at Wisconsin. I mean, he's young, and I mean, we could see a lot more from him, but I'm really excited to see where he goes. John Chanel had 4 carries for 9 yards, and he was the one on the ground to get a touchdown today. On the receiving end, Jake Ferguson led the way, 3 catches, 33 yards, and the only touchdown. Not much from everybody else, but you'll get a catch from freshman Marcus Allen, who's going to be really good down the road. Chimere Dike had a catch for 30 yards, a couple catches for some other people. But you know what? Everybody is super young. Not a lot of people played, but it's all right. The only pick on the day for Wisconsin was made by John Torchio, who was our safety that got played in place of someone else. For Arizona State, Daniels was the name of their quarterback. He was basically like a Lamar Jackson from what I saw. 11 out of 21, 159 yards, the interception, as well as 19 carries for 40 yards. So that was pretty good for them. Their running back, Nagata, had 11 carries, 23 yards. He the only touchdown on the day. Pearsall led the day with 4 catches, 65 yards, and Bunkley something, 4 catches, 48 yards. You know, it's not going to be my thing. It's whatever. And then Davis was the one getting the interception. So everyone did well defensively for the Badgers, but it's going to suck because this offseason they're losing a lot of people. Now, a lot of it is because a lot of them decided they're going to stay, you know, because they were given the extra year of eligibility due to COVID. So they're all like, we're staying. So this is why they're losing a lot of people. A couple guys on the offensive line could be going into the draft. Leo Chanel and Jack Sanborn I could see going into the draft. You know, these are guys that can really do some things. But this was just, you know, another disappointing year for the Badgers. You know, I expect more. And even after the Minnesota game, I went on a tirade. I was, you know, someone was like, make a video on this. I didn't even want to because of how upset I was with Paul Chryst after this game. The thing is, with Paul Chryst, you're going to get nowhere. But you'll get somewhere, but not what you need. You got the defense, you got the running game, but seriously, the quarterback problem still is something. If you're a 5-star quarterback, you shouldn't be playing like crap. You should be playing better. And this was just a very disappointing year for Graham Mertz in his entirety. But you know what? It's fine. He wins us the game. And the 17-year-old beat your entire defense, even though the defense on Arizona State really did realize they have to really play run protection because our passing offense sucks. So you know what? It's okay. That's whatever matters. We won this game. I think it's fine. Looking at it down the road, losing a lot of people, this is going to be a very tough stretch for the Badgers. You know, and just like the basketball team, losing the seniors, a lot of young guys coming in, and they're surprisingly doing well. I feel like it's going to be a very rough stretch for the Badgers going down the road, but I expect to see a lot more going down the road, and I really hope that they do a lot better than I expect. So, with that being said, Braylon Allen is going to have a great future for the Badgers, and hopefully Graham Mertz fixes his appearance. I don't really see that happening, but maybe the Badgers will fix something up next year. I think they are the favorite to win the West again just because they are, but another disappointing season, I feel, you know, and losing a lot of people is going to be really rough on this team going down on the future, but who knows. Right now the Big Ten is undefeated in bowl games, and we got the championship. Obviously, I'll give my predictions for what will happen. Most of you are going to probably see this tomorrow anyways when you wake up. So I'll obviously give my predictions for today. So, well, really, it's 1 in the morning when I'm recording this. So my predictions, Alabama and Bryce Young, the Heisman winner, taking on a young Cincinnati team that really could pull an upset. Now we got Michigan also taking on Georgia. My prediction is Alabama and Georgia will win these games. Obviously, I'll be doing a video on my predictions for the college football playoff. With that, even regardless, I think I'm going to pick Alabama anyways, but if that is the matchup. But who knows what will happen. But I will be making a video soon talking about my summary on the year. But obviously, to everybody, you know, and I'm talking about the year not just for the Badgers, I'm talking about the year in sports in general. This has been an outstanding year for Wisconsin sports because the Brewers have their unbelievable regular season. Yeah, I mean, let's not talk about the postseason. The Brewers had their outstanding year. The Bucks win the championship. The Packers have another great playoff run and a great season. And of course, this season, the same thing, you know. And then you got all these things going on, you know, for other things. I mean, the Badgers volleyball wins D1 women's for the first time in school history. Same thing for my Eau Claire Blue Golds winning D3 was a huge deal for anything going on. I mean, this was just a crazy year in sports. And like it or not, I'm super excited to see what happens for the long road for the sports, because maybe the Bucks will repeat, maybe the Packers will actually get to the Super Bowl this season. It's exciting. I'm excited to see what happens, but that being said, enjoy the new year. You never know what's going to happen. Things may get worse. I mean, you think about it, Omicron and Delta could team up to try to take down a 44-year-old Tom Brady. Who knows what's going to happen? But honestly, okay, let's just not hope he gets COVID. But, I mean, at least I can't really say. I mean, let's hope Brady doesn't win another ring. I mean, I think you just need to retire Brady. That's all I can say. But let's be happy with where we're at this season. This was a great season to be a Wisconsin sports fan, and I'm excited for many more memories to come. Great decade, and, you know, despite COVID, this was a great year and something to remember for all of us, and I'm glad the Badgers, and the Bucks won today too, but the Badgers ended it on a high note with another solid bowl win for a pointless bowl win, but it's okay. We win. That's what matters. We're going to move on, and it's going to be a great 2022. Obviously, you'll see me next when I talk about the Packers as they face the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Football. That should be a great game. If the Packers win and Dallas loses, Packers win the bye, and hopefully I don't have to really stress about anything else. So that will be that. So anyways, enjoy your night. I'm pretty sure most of you are in bed by now, so if you see this, good morning, and I hope you have a great day. It's New Year's. Also, Cobra Kai is out. I'll be probably watching that because I don't have a girlfriend, I'm single, and I'm lonely, and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? But anyways, enjoy your New Year's. And all acquaintance be forgot, you know the song. And anyways, go Badgers. That's my crew. Go Brewers. Fear the deer. Go Bucks. And as always, go Pack. Go. Enjoy the new year of being a Wisconsin sports fan. And as always, it's your man, Clopboy Bales. We'll see you next time.